So there's some thick mud or some sludge down there, or I'm already onto something huge. Makes a lot of bubbles. It's got a pretty soft bottom. Of course, no rocks, so that's the best part. Oh my God! Guess what? That is a lot of seaweed. That might break the record, I think. The amount of seaweed on the magnet. Did I catch anything other than seaweed? No. That was my practice throw anyway, just to get the rope unraveled. All right, now I got the rope connected to the right side because I'm a righty. Throw from the right usually. That was a little bit better. I'm out of practice. Couple throws, nothing yet, a lot of seaweed. Could be yanking stuff right off the magnet for all I know. I'm gonna do a drop and drag and then try to get away from the seaweed a little bit. See what happens. All right, drop and drag seems successful. I got something probably 5 pounds on there. Let's see if I'm right. Or if it's just seaweed. Something. One of these. I believe that's off a trailer. One trailer Fender. Good find. So that was actually a double find. I found some really nice working needle nose pliers, fisherman style. You guys need a needle nose? We got some needle nose here, brand new. Practically brand new. And a beautiful Fender well. Don't know the brand, don't know the make. Doesn't say anything on it, of course. But it is in good shape. I could clean this up, paint it, sell it on eBay. All right, the drop and drag went really well. I still got another half of a dock to try. So we're gonna just finish doing that, because obviously a fruitful effort. I love the drop and drag. It's the easiest thing, no throwing involved. Great for a hot day. Chose to throw on the jacket today because I couldn't find sunscreen at Lowe's. It's too hard. I'm sort of immune to the sun, but oh, there we go. Some laughing gas. One of these CO2 cartridges, probably from a pellet gun. So that's a cool find. I'm really going for a sword, old gun, or a cannonball, which this was a list for Lake Champlain. I don't think there's gonna be a cannonball here. That was such a good drop and drag. I'm gonna save the next one for a few minutes from now. This place is just different. Every throw, every pull, you can feel the resistance of the seaweed under there. And the muck, when it lands in that muck, it goes probably a foot down, or a foot and a half. You can feel yourself pull it right out of the water. See if there's anything more here in the front portion. Sitting here all the time, dropping their phones, dropping their keys, dropping a lot of little things. You never really know. So look down here, I've already found it. There we go, good find, good find. Woo! Fish and pole, whole fish and pole. From the top to the back. Now I can go reel fishing. I have to show you this one more time. This is something I haven't pulled out. I haven't pulled out a full fishing rod yet. I've pulled out parts of one, but not with the reel. It's a nice spinning reel. It's not spinning, but maybe with the bail closed. No, it would have to be broken down, cleaned up. It's probably too rusty at this point, but the rod is still good. The whole rod is here, and it's in perfect shape. We set it down, they were fishing, and it got yanked in. As I'm pulling off more seaweed, there's actually more stuff on the magnet than I thought. Here we got a old spent shotgun shell. That's pretty cool. I believe it was spent. Whoops, so it is safe. It's open in the end, and it's closed in that side. So, you know, that's been used, it's safe to put in our bucket. We got this thing. This is kind of interesting. It almost looks like a potato peeler. It's some sort of a boat hardware item. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Is another instance of finding glass. This is the second time at least finding glass. Always good to take glass out of the water because people go, well, I'm sure they don't go swimming in here. I think it's just a fishing hole. But the algae is so bad. The glass, it's good to get that out of the water regardless for safety of everyone who might go in the water. So that always feels good. So what I believe this is, it says, spread a little sunshine. And that may be something for sunscreen. I'm not really sure. It might be the glass bottle. Might be from the glass bottle that broke, I think. This is the lid, part of the lid. Who knows how long it's been down there. Got 3 hooks on there. You're welcome to have that fishing pole if you fish. Yeah, just now. I don't want to clean up the magnet too much because there could be more glass on there. So I'm just going to be careful about doing that. Throw it back in. All right, we're back. Northern Steel Adventures on YouTube. Follow and subscribe if you're not. And check out what I found. Lake Champlain, Winooski River, Shelburne Pond. So a lot of stuff to be had. I'm going to do my final drop and drag now. And see what else is down there, because there was quite a lot of stuff on this side, and I was just right next to the dock. I wasn't even throwing it outward at all. So this is a pretty good spot for sure. Well, it's a toaster today. I'm just wearing the jacket just to keep from the sun burn, but I'm probably just gonna take it off and take my chances of sunburn because it is getting very warm in this jacket. I'd say I'm starting to sweat. I want to do a second pass on this drop and drag because there was just so much stuff the first time, and I've gotten the seaweed out of the way with the first pass. So the second pass should be even more fruitful, theoretically, for asking. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff in there. If I get another fishing pole, that would be absolutely nuts. That's something. I think that might be to a fishing pole. I don't, no idea what that is. I have no idea what that could be. It looks almost like a clothes hanger rod. It almost looks brass, so it could be nautical. Antenna, switch. Your guess is as good as mine, but cool find. We got the probably the oldest Pepsi Cola can that's down there. Still says Pepsi Co. So I'm just guessing that's Pepsi Cola. But yeah, that's an old one that's been down there probably 40 years more. So that's a cool one. Let's see what else is in this drop and drag. No shortage of fishing hooks or fishing. I think that's a bait. No shortage of fishing weights. This one's an old one. Sometimes they look old just because of the weird oval shape, or they'll have a different shape than the newer ones. Plenty of them. A lot of lead in there, so getting out the lead. It's not all lead. If it is lead, I don't think they make them out of lead anymore, so maybe that tells you how old it might be, but it's got enough metal in it to be magnetic, so it's a because lead, I don't believe lead is magnetic from what I've heard. All right, lost the jacket, lost the backpack. We're in full heat mode right now. It's about 10:20, 10:30, I think. A little late start, not quite the early bird yet, but as soon as I become one, you're gonna have a lot more content, and it'll happen soon. I'll start going in the early morning. So let's give it a good throw and see how it goes on this next throw. Rope kind of over here towards the end. All right, let's see how this throw goes. Pretty high arc on that one. Not very far though. So I found a bottle cap. It is, I believe it's Miller. I'm not gonna even bother rinsing it. I might. It's 7-Up. It's a very old 7-Up. This is probably 50 years old. More than that. Around 50. Another weight. I'm gonna try a few pulls from the front. And that should grab any fishing poles that get yanked in there. And then I'll do a little bit of a fanning motion. Rock. Go too straight out because I want to stay away from these ducks. They're just too cute over there. I'm gonna go more left. One magnetic rock. This is a screw. I believe it was a machine screw because I can see threads on it, so that accepted a nut. And never a shortage of fishing tackle. This one simulates fish eggs, I believe, which are probably eaten by predator fish. No idea what that is. It's a little magnetic chunk. Thought I saw a fishing hook on here somewhere. But I guess not. Alright, let's give it another go. There's not a whole lot on that one. My duckies, my duck. That one. I'm gonna arc a little bit lower to get more distance, I think. Not a whole lot out there, but every pull in, I get rid of more of that seaweed on the bottom. So making little paths, and they'll dig in a little bit more. Just trying to keep out. Okay, my ducks are gone. They have left the area a little bit farther out that way. Now I can go full bore any direction pretty much. It looks good, but I like to get a little bit more distance. One more shotgun shell. Another spent one. I know it's safe. In fact, I want to double check the CO2 cartridge just to make sure that's been punctured, and it has. So that is not live. Oh, make that 3 shotgun shells. Somebody's having fun out here. Must be a trap shooting spot. Always love trap shooting. Got a nice rock there, nice bent nail, modern. Itty bitty stuff. I have no idea what that is. A little chunk of something, another fishing hook or 2 for the usual. Then piece of magnetic rock. Another nail. This one's a finishing nail or broken, or piece of wire. And that's pretty much it on that one. I'm not gonna dip it again, I'm just gonna throw it again. So let's see what this one has. I'm gonna try to go more right because I want the ducks to come back this way and go more right where the boats go in. So it makes sense. You can see all that, but it was a nice throw. We're here, Northern Steel Adventures on YouTube, pulling through the weeds here at Shelburne Pond, Vermont. This is in Shelburne, Vermont, surprisingly. First time being here, which is a surprise because it's literally just down the street from me. It's super magnetic down there, or I'm onto something fairly large. If it's bigger than the Fender, then I've already beat my record. It ain't gonna be longer than that fishing pole. That's a 6 foot, I believe. Oh, it's heavy though. I was thinking maybe it's underground, like on the ground infrastructure, but the dock has a little bit of metal in it, but it's pretty far back there, so Feels heavier than the seaweed was. So we're gonna see what it is in a moment. All right, that was a lot of weeds. I could have sworn there was something metal on there. Nope. Let's try it again. At some distance, maybe 15 meters or so. Good throw. Not only the heat, but the seaweed adds a whole nother level of difficulty that I have not experienced quite this thick before. You got to pull slow through it, so it kind of digs under it, and it's just super heavy to pull. I'm hoping that I'm making paths and digging under it with the next throw. Who knows? But I did notice the duck actually has like 16 kids, like 5 at least. They're all coming this way, so I'm gonna have to shift gears. This magnetic rock actually got some weight to it. It's a pretty round rock. Must have some magnetite or something in it. I don't believe it's a meteorite. Just a cool rock. Make a nice splash. That was a pretty boring pull. Maybe a small weight. Let's try it again. All right, I started my fanning motion. Caught something. Bracket. Pretty metal. 2 pieces or 2 different things. Definitely probably from a boat or the dock. Actually, kind of looks like a dock piece. Tie off part. Here's a bracket holder. Probably to that other bracket I found. And some little bits, little magnetic rocks. I always check them because you never know what's really in the little chunks. Cool. So the last throw, throwing it by the rocks, bad idea. Cooked a good chunk right out of the magnet. Oh, it's not having a good day now. I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure the epoxy will fill that up anyway. It's just sad. I'm gonna have to get another tube of epoxy. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll survive. It's just sad. Not gonna help it. I should stay away from the rocks a little bit. I'm gonna throw in a little bit more away from them, hopefully. It's hard to know what's under there when you throw. Big bait. I don't know if it's supposed to look like a shrimp or what, but that's a huge one. That's it for that throw. Again, it feels super heavy. It's really hard to tell whether it's just a lot of seaweed or if I'm actually pulling something metal. You have to pull really slow so it can sink to the bottom. And I don't know, 75% chance there's something on the end. I don't know how big, but we're gonna find out. All right. Just keep working our fan. And you can see every path because I'm pulling right through the seaweed, so you can see every so many feet, you know, I'm throwing what you want. So I'm gonna throw this again. Let's see what else is down there. Good throw. Next throw. Magnets away. Makes me out of wind. Another fishing bait hook with the spinner. And the line, a little baby weight on there. Let's see. That's it. Really nothing else. Hard to find things like out there. Took a nice shade break. Definitely necessary today. It's supposed to hit like 83, 86 or something crazy. And it's gonna be a hot week, so shade's important. There's just not enough of it by the shoreline, I guess you can call it. And so I'm gonna throw out here some more. Let's get it. So I got a few ducks over here, a couple of them. One baby, one mommy. And the other ducks were over there. I think they went to the shade. I'm not, they're definitely further away than I'm gonna throw. It's too bad I chipped my magnet because I'm losing a little bit of surface area there. So it may not hold on to as well on the face, but them's the brakes. Rocks are real, they're out there. Definitely some cardio getting worked up today. So I found 2 more shotgun shells. These ones I'm going to be careful with because they are actually live. These are unfired shotgun shells. 12 gauge, probably. Yeah, unfired shotgun shell. Pretty interesting. I'll probably put this on the edge of the water instead of my bucket because even though it's old, rusted, been in the water, it could still fire maybe if there's some dry powder in there and the primer still works and gets hit. I'll put it on the side of the, because I don't want kids to play with it. I'm gonna see if there's a trash around here and maybe throw it. I'll have to think about what I should do here with this because it's not really that serious to call the police, but I do want to dispose of it in the safest manner possible so that way it doesn't hurt anybody, including the trash pickup people. So we'll make some decisions about this because I've actually got 2. Here's another one. I believe this one's a 20 gauge. These are number 4s. Yeah, so I want to be very safe when I dispose of these. So I don't want any issues or dangerous opportunities. All right, let's go. Be sure if you ever do find live ammunition, you handle it very carefully. Don't point it at yourself because you don't want it to go off because air can oxidize metal very quickly once it's in the air out of the water, and you just never know. Better safe than sorry. So err on the side of safety and treat it like it will possibly go off. So let's try this again. See how many more of those are in there, because we don't want those in there. Lead shot and plastic and all that gunpowder. It's better just to get it out of the water. So let's do it. Let's make it a mission. Get every one. Don't fall off the dock. Rule number 1. Another fat weight, but no more shotgun shell, at least in that throw. Yeah, it definitely helps to pull through the spots with seaweed that you've already pulled through, because now you've got the seaweeds out of the way. That second pull will get a lot more into the mud. All right, here goes another one. You gotta stay away from these ducks because they're probably 20 meters from the dock. So I'm just gonna stay to the left here so I don't freak them out. All the shotgun shells are over this direction. I'm gonna stay away from there until they're gone. I arc up too much. Now the ducks are gone finally. I can start going more towards where the boats launch off. This whole area should be the hot zone. I've just yet to get there. So we'll just start here and work our way. One bungee cord. Yeah. Oh, that's actually still useful. Go over a little bit more. Yeah, so that's definitely the hot spot. Something metal. Piece of a fishing rod? No. It's another one of those things. I don't know what these are. I guess it could be part of a fishing pole, but it doesn't really look like it. It looks like an antenna or something. Huh. This one's intact. so it's more interesting when it's all together. Yeah, it looks like a antenna off of a boat or something. Pretty cool find. One huge piece of steel here. It's solid though. It almost looks like a shotgun shell, or I mean a pistol round. Like, it's pretty long, but it doesn't, can't tell if there's a primer in there or not, or if it's just a piece of steel, but it definitely has the shape. Definitely a shell. Pistol shell. So that's like 5 shotgun shells, 1 pistol shell. Let's see what else is in there. Let's see, actually I'm gonna move you over. Woo! That was a pretty tasty throw. Almost lost my water. Alright, the ducks moved back in over here. We've done a full fan. We did the whole drop and drag. So now we're gonna go a couple more times out here, and then we're gonna probably find a different spot. I definitely moved a lot of the seaweed already, so anything I find, then graveled it from the anchor end, and I piled it up to the magnet end, so that way it gets a nice unravel when you throw it. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the trick with these monkey spots is to try to go the same path each time, and it'll keep digging deeper and deeper each time, which gets older and older stuff that's been covered up through time. I'm sure this area has been here for a very long time. So I caught something. Let's see what it is. If I can get it out, I'm trying to just wiggle it gently, just so it doesn't let go. Hopefully it releases. Could be a fishing pole, could be just about anything. Hardware to a boat. Let's see. It might have released there, but I don't think it grabbed it. Let's try again. Let's see if I got it or not. Stay tuned. So that was an interesting pull. I got part of a crank to a boat, I believe. Could be a fishing pole, but I think it's part of a boat. And get this, a little magnet, and it's marked north and south on each side. So that's a pretty cool find, actually. That's legit. So I'm gonna put that in the keeper bucket because it's not very strong. Throw it in the keeper bucket anyway. Cool find. Top of a rivet, nail. Wow. Okay, so this is one of the bigger hooks I've ever found. That's a giant one. I want to catch that in me. And I also got another hook over here with weight and a worm. So that's a full setup there. I can go fishing. Got the pole. A little too up, not far enough out. All right, we're calling it quits at this spot. Let's go to the next.